Our topic here tonight is about Prophet Ibrahim. Whatever we do in the Hajj, we follow the tradition of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Like example, the Kaaba built by the Prophet Ibrahim. The Tawaf, it's also the practice of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. And the Sa'i in between the Safa and Marwa mountains, it is the way of the Prophet Ibrahim's wife, Hagar. She is the one running between the two mountains. And when we go for the Jamrat, the Mina, we throw the stone to the shaitan on 3 different places. It is also the sunnah of the Prophet Ibrahim. When he was about to sacrifice his son Ismail, the shaitan come to him in 3 places and stop him to do the sacrifice. And every time the Prophet Ibrahim, he throw the 7 stones to shaitan to eliminate him. So we practice this sunnah, and we also throw the stones on 3 times in different places, Jamratul Asghar, Jamratul Awsat, and Jamratul Kubra. We throw the stone to follow the practice of the Prophet Ibrahim, and it is also the part of the Hajj. And Prophet Ibrahim, he did not stop to sacrifice. Even shaitan tried to stop him. Then finally he wanted to slaughter, sacrifice his son Ismail. Then Allah sent the sheep from the sky, from this paradise, and he slaughtered a sheep. And that sheep was tradition, and then we are doing that tradition after the Hajj, next day of the Hajj. 9th of the Zulhijjah, today is the start of 4th Zulhijjah, tomorrow the 4th Zulhijjah day. On Friday, that will be the 9th of Zulhijjah, that will be the day of the Hajj. And on the 10th of Zulhijjah is a day of sacrifice. When Prophet Ibrahim, he sacrificed, he was about to sacrifice his son, then Allah sent the sheep, tupa, and he sacrificed the tupa. And that becomes the tradition now. So all the Muslims, lahat ng Muslims sa mundo, all the Muslims, we slaughter the cows, goats, camels, sheep and goat for the sake of Allah to follow the tradition of Prophet Ibrahim. So it is a misconception that Muslims have a different religion. It is not true. We Muslims have the same religion of Prophet Ibrahim. There is no changes except some additional commands of Allah. But the religion of Abraham was not amended, was not changed. And even the Prophet ﷺ, he used to say, I follow the religion of my father Ibrahim. Millad abikum Ibrahima Hanifa. And if you read these verses I read in the Surah Al-Baqarah, what Allah said, the beautiful verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَقَالُوا كُونُوا هُودًا أَوْ نَصَارَى تَهْتَدُوا قُلْ بَلْ مِلَّةَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ حَنِيفًا وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. And they said, be a Jew or a Christian, then you will be guided. And Allah said, nay, say to them, nay, but the religion of Abraham, who was monotheist, who worshipped only one God. وَمَا كَانَ مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. And he was not among the polytheists. Like the Christians today, they worship idols, they worship Jesus, they worship the saint and people, the human beings they worship. They worship the animals, they worship the statues. So they are committing shirk and they are mushrikeen. But Allah said, the Prophet Ibrahim was not mushrikeen. He was not idol worshipper. Rather, he was the one who break the idols. And it is against the human dignity that he make the idols with his own hands and he worship them. And he bow down to them. It is against the dignity of the human being. The dignity of the human being, he worship the God who created him. But the people who worship the gods which they are the one created and they are going against their own dignity, they are insulting their own selves. One of the topic for us to call people to Islam, especially the Christian, is a very important topic about Prophet Abraham. Prophet Abraham was born in Babylon, which is the part of Iraq today. And then he preached to his people about one God. He destroyed the idols. People did not follow him. He migrated to Jerusalem, Palestine. And his wife, Sarah, has no son. Then he was commanded by Allah that he got married with Hagar and he got a son, Panganay, Ismail. Then Allah commanded to Prophet Abraham to bring his wife, Hagar, and bring his son Ismail to Mecca, to leave them there. He left them there in Mecca, no water, no house, no tree. And he is about to leave, then his wife asked, why you leave us here? 3 times she asked. He did not answer. Then the wife asked, is this a command of Allah that you leave us here? And then he prayed to Allah to protect them, to give them the fruits. And then his wife said, then you can go, Allah will take care of us. And then she eat the dates, she drink the water, and she give milk to the baby. After some days, no water, no dates, and no milk. She have no milk anymore. And then she started to run between the Safa and Marwa to look for the water. And on 7th round, when she was on the mountain of Marwa, she saw the child feet has the water coming out. Because angel came and he hit the wing, and then the water comes out. And this water is still coming out from the Zamzam, the well of Zamzam, millions of liters every day in Mecca. And it is a cure for diseases, and it is a nutritious water. And until the day of judgment, this water will not finish. It's a miracles water from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then, after some time, there is a tribe came from Yemen, Bani Juram, and they wanted to live there because of the water. And they asked the permission for Hagar, that can we live here? Then she said, you can live here, but you have no right upon this water. Our family owns this water. And they agreed. And then Prophet Ismail, he grew up with them, and in Arabic, and he married there, in the Bani Juram, and from his generation, Prophet Muhammad was born. From Ismail, and the girl from the Bani Juram, Arab, the Prophet Muhammad was born. So Prophet Muhammad, he's also among the children of Ibrahim. And from the Sarah, who was living in Palestine, the another holy land, where the born the son Yaqub, and from Yaqub the son born the 12. The Yehuda, Lawi, Yusuf, Binyamin, 12 children. And from these 12 children was the Bani Israel. And from that Bani Israel, the Prophet Jesus was born. So Prophet Jesus was Bani Israel, but also Bani Ibrahim. And Prophet Muhammad was Bani Ismail, and also Bani Ibrahim. So Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Jesus, what are their relation? Pinsan generation. Because they are from the two different sons of Prophet Ibrahim. So they are like cousins. Prophet Jesus and Prophet Muhammad, they are like Pinsan. They are like cousins. When the Prophet Ismail grow big, then Allah commanded to Prophet Abraham to go and sacrifice your son. So he came, he wanted to sacrifice. He asked his son that Allah command me to slaughter you, to sacrifice you. So what you say about it? And he said, do it what Allah commanded you. Ifal ma tu'marun. Satajidun inshallah min as-sabirin. You do it what Allah commanded you do, and you will find me among those who are patient. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he's going there, the shaitan tried to tempt him. Then he threw the stones, which we are also practicing in the Hajj. And then he was about to sacrifice, and Allah commanded the knife not to sacrifice, not to slaughter. Then Allah sent the sheep, which I already said earlier, that is our tradition. Okay, the last week question is a very good question actually. I said it is nonsense question, but it's not nonsense question. You question ni Dawood about the superhero. It's a good question. Why? Because today there are many fake superhero, like Superman fake, not true, fiction. The Batman fake, Iron Man all fake. So these superhero are not superhero. All this is lying, sinuwaling. But the true superhero, who are the true superhero? Prophet Adam, Prophet Noah, Prophet Muhammad, Prophet Jesus, Prophet Moses. They were the superhero. No doubt. So his question is right. Who is the first superhero? Prophet Adam. Prophet Noah is a superhero. Prophet Jesus superhero. Prophet Abraham superhero. Prophet Yunus, Prophet Dawood, Prophet Sulaiman, Prophet Muhammad. All is the superhero. And also the followers of the Prophet Muhammad, like Sahaba. Or the woman of the wife, like the mother of Jesus, Mary. She's a superwoman. Like the mother of Prophet Muhammad, she's a superwoman. So the superhero are the prophets of Allah. Okay. So you are right question. Not the Marvel, but the prophets of Allah is the superhero. There are some claim it's in Palestine, I'm not sure, but there are some graves of the prophets in Palestine. But we have no knowledge. For me, the one prophet knowledge, 100% true. The rest I don't know. One prophet grave is 100%. No 99%, 100%. And that is the grave of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Medina. And there will be another prophet's grave, 100%, in Medina also, and that will be the grave of Prophet Jesus. When he will come to the earth, he will be buried in Medina. So that will be sure that Prophet Jesus will be buried in Medina beside Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. But the rest of the prophets, There are some claim like in Syria or in Palestine, in some part of the world, but I have no sure knowledge about it. Prophet Musa, nobody knows his grave also. Because even in the Christian record, there is no knowledge about Prophet Musa grave or other prophets. Allah knows best. There is no penalty for this, but you should have beard. Every Muslim should have a beard. But there is no penalty. I can recommend don't cut your beard for the job. Even they want to cut your head. You will not cut your head, so you don't cut your beard. Yeah, because it is showing your faith to Allah because you did this beard for Allah. And if you remove it for the job, then you have no value for your action, which is sunnah. So if somebody say, I will give you job, you just cut your beard. You say, I don't need your job. I need my beard. Okay, because some people, they say the beard is a sunnah. But beard is not just sunnah. It's more than sunnah. It is command. It is the command of Allah. Why? Number one, yung beard is the difference between the woman and a man. Number two, the creation of Allah. Allah said in the Quran, La tabdila li khalqillah. Don't change the creation of Allah. My understanding, my research, it is an obligation for a man to have a beard. No. Because I don't have much knowledge, but Elohim, the word Elohim in the Bible, it is equal to Allahumma. Allahumma. When you compare the Elohim to Allahumma, it is same. Okay? Elohim, Allahumma. We say it Muslim, Allahumma. When we pray, Allahumma. We make dua, panalangin, Allahumma. So Allahumma, Elohim is a similar words. My God. Because in Arabic, Ilahi, my God. Dahil ilah is God. La ilaha illallah. Walang Diyos maliban kay Allah. No God except Allah. So when you say ilahi, ilah, God, Diyos. Kung sabi mo ilahi, my God, Diyos ko. Okay, so Elohim, it's very similar to Allahumma. Okay, so there is no problem. Elohim, Elahi, these are the similar to Allah. Okay, inshallah. So you answered already. Because they married. So if somebody married to a Jewish tribe, then his children will be a Jew. So it's only through the marriage. Okay, so it's not that you can go, you born in Philippines, your father from Brazil, your mother from Philippines. Now you go to Israel, tell I want to be Yahudi, they will kick you out. No, you cannot be Yahudi. But if somebody married in a Jewish tribe, then the children will go to Judaism. Okay? So it's through the generation only. Intermarriage can change the intermarriage. So intermarriage, the children will be Yahudi. Okay? Not the marriage can make you Yahudi. The children, through the marriage, to the Yahudi tribe, then the children will go to Judaism. Okay?